Welcome to this explainer. If you think chemistry is just about memorizing a bunch of dry, boring equations, I want you to consider this. Every single breath you take, the screen you're looking at right this second, even the literal thoughts firing in your brain, they are all driven by chemical reactions. It's happening all around us, all the time. Today, we're taking a look at what is essentially the fundamental instruction manual for the universe. Let's unlock it together. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's a quick roadmap for our exploration today. We're going to cover 5 main areas to build your foundation. We'll start by welcoming you to the molecular world, breaking down the different branches of chemistry, gearing up with the scientific method, reviewing some absolutely essential lab safety rules, and finally, we'll look at the real-world impact of chemistry, specifically in Pakistan. All right, Section 1, welcome to the molecular world. What is chemistry? Imagine stepping up to the lab bench for the very first time. Your journey of discovery really begins with understanding this core definition. Chemistry is the branch of science that studies the composition, structure, properties, and changes of matter. It basically means figuring out what things are made of and how they change. So instead of just seeing a normal wooden table or a glass beaker, chemistry lets us zoom way in to see the exact microscopic building blocks that make them up. We can actually predict how they're going to interact when exposed to heat or pressure or other elements. It is the deep, fundamental study of the stuff that makes up everything you can see, touch, and breathe. But, that brings up a pretty practical question. We can talk about abstract molecular structures all day long, but where do we actually see chemistry happening in our everyday, waking reality? Well, chemistry is basically the ultimate problem-solving toolkit for human challenges. It's in the lab where life-saving medicines are synthesized to cure diseases. It's in the soil where highly engineered fertilizers have literally revolutionized agriculture to feed billions of people. It's in the manufacturing of the plastics inside your phone and the textiles you're wearing right now. And perhaps most importantly, it's the key science we rely on to reverse pollution, filter our water, and protect our environment. Every single one of these vital activities, that's a direct application of chemistry. Moving on to Section 2, the branches of chemistry, your specialized map. Now, what's really interesting about this is how beautifully organized the science is. Because matter makes up everything in the known universe, the subject is just way too massive to study all at once. So scientists have broken it down into 6 specialized fields. Organic chemistry maps the carbon backbone of living things. Inorganic chemistry handles the rest, like metals and gases. Physical chemistry blends physics and chemistry to see how matter behaves at the atomic level. Then you have analytical chemistry. It's kind of like being a microscopic detective, figuring out exactly what is in a given sample. Biochemistry zooms in on the chemical processes happening inside you and other living things. And finally, industrial chemistry takes all of these discoveries and figures out how to scale them up for mass production. That brings us to Section 3, the scientific method, your weapons for discovery. You see, science isn't just about making blind guesses. It is a rigorous, highly structured process. Think of it like a giant puzzle. Step 1 is observation. Say, you notice a crop in a field is dying. Step 2 is hypothesis. You make a logical, educated guess that maybe the soil needs more nitrogen. Step 3 is the experiment. You systematically test that guess by adding nitrogen to one patch of crops but not another. Step 4, results. You carefully analyze the data from your test. And finally, Step 5, conclusion. You determine if your educated guess was actually right. This sequential flow is your absolute armor against bias. It's the ultimate tool for uncovering the truth. Okay, Section 4, laboratory safety rules, survival in the lab. So, the crucial point is this. Before we go anywhere near a beaker or a heat source, we need a safety briefing. Always wear your lab coat and safety goggles. Protecting your skin and eyes is non-negotiable. Never taste or directly smell chemicals. Actually, scratch that. Never even get close to inhaling them directly. We waft them instead by gently waving the air toward our nose, because a direct inhale can instantly overwhelm your lungs. Read all labels carefully. Respect the incredible destructive power of acids, and always report accidents immediately. The chemistry lab is an amazing place for innovation, but your physical safety always has to come first. Down to Section 5, chemistry in Pakistan, localizing the impact. Everything we've discussed globally applies just as urgently at home. In Pakistan, chemistry is the absolute backbone of agriculture, driving the development of specialized local fertilizers that keep crops thriving in unique climates. It's the engine behind massive textile industries, making sure dyes and synthetic fibers meet global standards. It fuels domestic energy production, helps refine local petroleum, and provides the framework for environmental protection and clean drinking water. This is how chemistry actively empowers national growth right here on the ground. And this brilliantly illustrates what we've covered today. Let's do a quick recap. We defined what chemistry is, explored its vital importance in everything from medicine to the environment, mapped out its 6 specialized branches, locked down critical safety rules, and armed ourselves with a scientific method. You now possess the foundational toolkit, the whole shebang required to truly understand the matter that makes up our world. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. With these incredible tools now in your hands, what will you discover next? You literally have the instruction manual for the universe in your grasp. The future of science, medicine, and global technology relies on these very principles. And honestly, that future is up to you. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay curious and never stop exploring.